Good morning, good-looking people, and you're good-looking because you're always looking, and of course, you are finding the good in everything and in everybody. Hope you're well, hope you had a great and successful and a healthy week. Today we're doing the Hayom Yom for the 28th of Adar, specifically in this video, Adar Sheni. And today's Hayom Yom is all about a baby boy that's born has a bris. So the Hayom Yom, first of all, is talking about the wording in the ceremony at the bris. Second part, it's talking about the tradition that the Rebbe Rayat put in place, that when a baby boy is born, after the bris, it is a custom to also put a down payment on that child's tuition so that they'll be going to school and bringing down the blessings. The connection of this Hayom Yom is to Parsha's Tazria. So when this Hayom Yom came out in 1943, the Parsha of the week for the 20th of Adar was Parsha's Tazria, which talks about circumcision. So let's read the Hayom Yom inside, and then we're going to connect the Hayom Yom to Avraham, Yitzchak, and Yaakov and the patriarchs, and how they all work together as well with bris. So the Hayom Yom says as follows: the 6 stanzas beginning with Harachaman are recited at the grace after meals following a circumcision. So the Rebbe always, whenever he's bringing up instructions, it's because there's a chiddush, there's something that Chabad does under their traditions versus others. Some people don't even read the Harachaman as they feel it's a hefsek, an interruption between the benching and also making the blessing on the cup of wine, the bracha on the kais. There are many different traditions out there. So when the Rebbe says that we do it, it's to emphasize what their tradition is of Chabad. Moving forward into the Hayom Yom. The Rebbe Rayat said the following at a festive meal celebrating circumcision. At a bris, the wording of the blessing offered by those present, as it says as this: Kishem shenichnas labris ken yikanes lasara ulechupa ulamasim tovim. It says, just as he has entered the covenant, so may he enter into Torah, which is the studying of Torah, into marriage, and into good deeds. He then added that our custom is to make a deposit towards the children's tuition fees so that he should become a Torah scholar. It's putting a down payment to force the action to bring that blessing to the child. With this instruction, the Rebbe Rayat took out a certain sum of money and said, this is for the yeshiva. So the connection of the day, we talked about it's connected to Tazria. The next question is, how does this connect to Avram, Yitzchak, and Yaakov? So it says, as if you looked at the blessing, it says Torah to chuppah, which is marriage, and good deeds. Torah refers to Yaakov. Yitzchak refers to marriage, and good deeds refers to Avram. So how do we see this? It says Torah is Yaakov is because Yaakov was a dweller of the tents of Torah. We always see that Oile Yaakov. So when you see the words Torah, therefore it's referring to Yaakov. When it says marriage is compared to Yitzchak. Why Yitzchak? It says Yitzchak is identified with the Beis HaMikdash. And why? It says, for Yitzchak was brought on the Akedah, which was the altar. And the binding of Yitzchak also took place in the area that eventually the Beis HaMikdash was built. And it also says that when we built the Beis HaMikdash, that was the ultimate wedding between Hashem and the Bnei Yisrael. So when it uses the word l'chuppah, which means to marriage, it's referring to Yitzchak. And Avram is good deeds, because we know the epitome and the paradigm of Avram was his loving acts of kindness and everything that he did for the people. So how does this connect to the bracha? So we say, when we go back to the bracha where it says, Keshe nichnas labris ken yikanes l'sara l'chupa l'masim tovim, that the child should enter into Torah, chupa masim tovim, we're saying that the child should go together with the patriarchs, with Yaakov for Torah, for Yitzchak with chuppah, and Avraham with good deeds, that he has the best the best role models for him. This child has everything he needs from the patriarchs, and that's the best way for a child to go into the world with Avraham, Yitzchak, and Yaakov. Have a wonderful day. Have a great Shabbos. As we mentioned before, it is Shabbos Mavarchim for Nisan. Please remember to say the entire Tehillim, both with a minyan, and we say about the trifecta every Shabbos Mavarchim, to get up and daven, say Tehillim with a minyan, to have Chassidus after davening, and it's a day of Farbrengen. And also to remember to do Shnei Mikra V'Chatargum. I know it's long and it's tough. It's 2 Parshas this week of Vayakol and Pekudei, but make the effort, even to do a couple psukim or to do 1 aliyah. Eventually, you will get there. Have a great Shabbos, and we'll talk more on Sunday.